There's something I want to quickly talk about. Yes, I've not been dropping videos, so yes, let me make video and drop. I break that obstacle. I break that limitation. Anyway, I was this had been on my mind. What I want to talk about right now, basically toxic parenting. With Africans, the African toxic parenting thing, especially kind of seems like it comes from the mothers, right? Maybe from your own experience, and then all the people around you. I'm certain a lot of people can actually relate to what I'm saying right now. So it's been on my mind for some time, to talk about it. And then I saw a post on TikTok. And on the post, they were asking people if they would like to have their current mother in their next life. Like, if you believe in having a next life, right? Would you want your mom to be your mom again, your mother to be your mother again? And then a lot of people in the comments, did not want to have their mothers as their mothers again. They all said, as I read through, like I said, so they all said they never really felt loved, and it wasn't encouraging, and it's not something that they want. They wouldn't want to experience that over and over again, in like other lifetimes. And then I saw all the comments of people who felt they were not being fair, but can we face it for real? But then I realized that a lot of those people are not even Africans. They are not. You must have noticed in this part of the world, there's this kind of way of life we have where a lot of mothers especially, are not very nice, so to say, right? It's always as if the mother is a disciplinarian. There's nothing wrong with being a disciplinarian anyway, but I see a lot of situations where parents get so, should I use the word toxic? Because that's really what's on my mind, because it seems really toxic. Parents get so toxic, in the cause of trying to discipline their children. According to my mother, I use iron hand. In the cause of trying to discipline their children, some parents get so toxic, to the point where they don't even have a relationship with their children anymore. They don't bond. They are not close to their kids. These kids see them coming home, and instead of running towards them, they run away from them. They go to hide. Everybody just sits down quietly, as though you've not been playing, you've not been doing anything. Some of you seeing this video can actually relate. When you were growing up, that was probably your story. When mom sees coming back home, that's if she was the tough one. Everybody just pretends they were not playing, nobody, and then everybody sits quietly, probably even turn off the TV, because maybe Popsy or Momsy does not want the TV to be on. They don't want you watching the television. And then why? All in the name of discipline. Make I just ask this question. You where they use iron hand train, Alpha. Did it pay off? I really would like to see comments. I want to read comments. You with them use iron hand train. How far? Did it pay off? So, would you want your kids to go through the same thing you went through when you were much younger? Because you see, we've seen this. I mean, you from your own experience, I really would like to get your answer. I want to read your comments, right? Because you see, we've seen a lot of cases where parents feel because their mothers or their fathers, raised them with the iron fists. Maybe they starved sometimes, slept outside. That's some people's story. They were locked outside for maybe going to play football, going to, play video games, or they went to a friend's house and then they lock you outside as punishments. Chai. They lock you, or they beat you. They beat the child up like it's like he's a criminal or like she's a criminal. We've seen too many cases, even in recent times. So because you went through that, because they went through that, they think their children should go through that. And do you think it's okay to continue to pass that down to other generations? Maybe I had maybe I went through the very iron fist, right, growing up. Should my kids have to deal with the same thing? Can't there be other ways, right? or maybe a combination, but not to the extreme. I don't know, but I kind of feel somehow, you know, I believe in, getting to discipline your child when they are wrong. I believe in punishments. I believe in spanking a child. I believe in, whatever, any means you want to use to discipline, as long as it does not what's the word right now, it is not abuse. At the end of the day, you are not abusing that child. As long as it's not that, you can discipline your child. So I believe in having conversations with children. I believe in correcting. I mean, there are different ways you could correct a child, and I believe in bonding with children. I believe in having a relationship with children, because you see, some parents have lost it. They've lost touch with their kids. They've lost connection with their kids, all in the name of, trying to discipline the child, all in the name of, what did they say? The Bible said again, use spare the rod and spoil the child, something like that. All in the name of doing that, all in the name of using iron hand, so to say. They've lost relationship with their children. And then sometimes when the child is grown, that's when they want to, try to begin to build that connection. But you notice that it is not there. You don't build connection overnight. You don't build relationships overnight. You just notice that it's not there anymore. Some of you looking at watching this right now and listening to me right now can probably relate. Because maybe they cannot shout at you the way they used to. Maybe they cannot shut you down like they used to when you were, much little as a kid. So they try to become friendly, but it's not working because you're not used to that. And really, sadly, that's how people get abused sexually under their parents' roof. And the mother would just shout them down, tell them to shut up and not talk about it. And the child is scarred for life. We've seen this happen over and over. We've heard stories. So really, children are humans too. And adults, or you as a parent cannot be right all the time. So I'd like to add that parents can be wrong sometimes too. And yes, admit it when you're wrong as a parent. Oh, because come on, oh my God, I don't want to get personal about this. I really don't want to. I would not do it. But sometimes adults, parents know that they are wrong and they refuse to be wrong. They refuse to accept it and just think that you should oppress your child or your children because you can, because they are little, they are living under your roof. They are not always going to be little. They will grow up. They're not always going to live under your roof in your house. They will move out someday. They'll become adults someday, make their own decisions. And that's when you get to figure out where you fit in, when they begin to make their own decisions. Because you see, they will remember. Let me quickly add that they will remember. These kids that you are probably traumatizing right now because they are your children and you can, they will grow up someday. They will become adults. They will not live in your house anymore. They may not have to take your orders anymore as well, because yes, they will get married and have their own life, their own family. I need parents, or would-be parents to think about this. Well, I don't know what you think of, what you make of what I'm saying right now, but I'd like to get your reactions, right? Let's talk about it in the comments. Thank you. Thank you.